What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing? What's up? 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 All right. Let's get this thing going, y'all. Get this thing moving. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well today. We're getting this thing started early on a Saturday. Oh, y'all saw Safari? Y'all saw Safari over there? Yeah, she's behind me over here. Yeah, or shit. Hold on. I gotta move on. There she is. She's back there. What's up, Tokyo? Yeah, she snuck in to get some water. Yeah, we're starting hella early today. Oh my goodness. Ugh. That's good times, though. That's good times. Get a little early start to the day. Everybody wake up. Everybody got their coffee in them. I actually probably could use a second cup of coffee. Maybe I'll. Oh, we'll see. Maybe we'll have to work on that before the end of live. Yeah, so usually on Saturdays, and usually during the weekend when I do go live, I don't go live like specifically at night or anything like that. Usually that's much more of a why is my camera so far off? Sorry, my camera is way off. There we go. It's there and it needs to go down. Oh, not that way. The camera looks ridiculous over there. That looks a lot better. Yeah, I don't really do the like late night thing on Saturdays really usually. I usually like to try to enjoy my Saturday nights a little bit and not sit on live and and do that. But sometimes I will. Just depends. I just don't really plan it out. Depends on, depends on a lot of stuff. So but yeah, so we're gonna do a little early today. We'll see. I don't know, maybe the numbers won't be anything and I'll get off early. We'll see what happens. You never know. Maybe everybody's taking a nap this morning. Maybe everyone's taking a nap this morning. I don't know. We'll see. Do. Yeah, maybe I'm boring. Yep, you nailed it. You nailed it. Had 150,000 views on Thursday, but it's probably I'm just boring. That's probably what it is. That makes sense. I do love how people come in here and they try to like talk about my live. It really does make me really does amuse me like every single time. Cracks me up. I feel like I'm way too close too. I feel like my camera must have just gotten messed up or something. Ugh. All right, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Sorry, I just had a draft this morning. I just got out of a fancy draft, so I'm trying to like recover over here. I think I had a good draft though. I think I had a good draft. My bench kind of sucks, but the draft was pretty good. Besides that, what? I don't know what's going on. My camera's being all funky. Can everyone see me all right? I mean, my head needs to be higher. My head doesn't go any higher. It's connected to my neck. uh, But anyways, all right. Well, as people are kind of funneling in, we'll get this thing kind of going. We'll get this thing kind of going. We'll open up these phone lines in just about a second. Get this thing moving and pushing forward. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you're new here, welcome in. If you're new here, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Whoa, I don't want to do that. My camera definitely got messed up. This should not be sitting like this. Sorry. I don't know what happened. I think it's because I had to plug in my speaker. Replug in my speaker, and I think I messed up my camera angle. But we'll get it fixed up. We'll get it looking good. We'll get it fixed up. We'll get it looking good. All right. Who are my first three picks? I took Justin Jefferson, Josh Jacobs, Jaden Daniels. Yep. That's about it. Oh. I feel like I'm just kind of like waking up. I feel like I'm like zoomed in too much, but like not enough. Now I'm sitting too high because I don't have space in there. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm fine. I know what it's supposed to look like. I know what it's supposed to look like. I do this every day. I know what it's supposed to look like. I just know when it doesn't look right. So I just know when it doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like when something's just like barely off. It's just like, oh, this looks just barely off. Just barely. That's kind of how I feel right now. All right, y'all. If y'all are new here, welcome in. We're just waiting for the lobbies to fill up a little bit. They're doing a little slow this morning, but the algorithm gets kind of funky when, when I change times. That's okay. We'll get this thing started in a second. In just about a minute or so. Well, probably not even a minute. We're going to open up these phone lines and open up the multi-guest request box, and we're going to be able to have some conversations, some debates, some banter, some all of that fun stuff. Not really some debates. I don't really debate on here because really, what's the debating? We're just going to have some like Phil Bro argument on here. Waste of time. Mostly just conversations. We have political conversations with people on the other side because we don't sit in our little echo chambers like MAGA does, because that's all MAGA does. This is the same reason why you see their lives and they just have 9 of them, 12 people in the whole live, 9 of them on a panel, and they're just talking to each other about how much they love Trump. So yeah, that's what we choose not to do over here. We choose not to do that over here. We choose to actually have conversations with people from the other side.
It's insane.
Well, that's not good. And it's really fun. It's a lot more enjoyable, I'll tell you that much. It's a lot more enjoyable. It's the same reason why Republicans have pretty much banned their people from doing town halls. Because when they're actually forced to, actually conversate with people that disagree with them, they look like they look crazy. Right? And so they would rather just not talk to their constituents than look so bad. So we just choose not to do that here. Makes a lot of sense, right? Oh my gosh. I am so not set up. This is what happens when you're literally freaking trying to like jump straight from a live over into this. Because I already had a super chat and I can't even put it up on the screen because I'm already because everything's not set up. But Omni, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. All right, let's open up these phone lines, see if we can get this thing started for the day and moving forward. And we'll go from there. Sound good? Cool. Won't address me, will you? Who are you? It's funny when people come up here and think like I'm paying attention to them. I'm like, why would I be paying attention to you? Who are you? Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
You're doing great. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
I support Trump, but not in the typical way.
Is this going to be some ridiculous, like he's going to create anarchy or break down the system or some other dumb argument like that?
Um, More so that I believe in a separation here in the United States. Have you heard of the that one like tribe of like white people that like just wanted to like stay in their own like little town?
Tribe is a strange word to say, but yes, I have heard of it.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, I know
They
what you're
support
talking
that.
about. I'm just saying tribe is a very strange word to use.
I mean, it's if anything, that's how they're thinking, very tribalistic, right? And
No,
I don't know. I kind of
that's not
I support it.
tribalistic, sir. That's just racist.
Yeah, sure, it's racist.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Um, it's not that I'm a white supremacist or anything, but I don't want to be around those people, and if they voluntarily choose to separate themselves from society, then I'm perfectly for that. Um,
Yeah, you know that Trump
you
has nothing to do with that. They could have voluntarily removed themselves well before Trump got in office, right?
but he
Actually, they already
emboldened.
were. There was
He,
already certain communities that tried to pop up, especially during the Obama administration, that were very similar to this.
oh, really? Oh, okay. I did not know that. But I think the right has been emboldened to separate themselves from the rest of us regular people, and I do enjoy that.
That's the
I
exact
don't
opposite of
really
what's
like
happening.
I don't really like hearing about them, and I don't really like
Yeah, but that's the
being
exact
around them.
opposite of what's happening. The right is not separating themselves. They are ingraining themselves in the United States culture. They are forcing their beliefs on everybody, regardless of whether people want to believe it, whether even people want to vote for it. They are
God,
specifically like lining out our government to make sure that the right is in power, that the right has control over things. Even again, when the right doesn't want to, when the right doesn't want to vote for it, it's the exact thing they're doing in Texas. They're literally saying we are going to redraw districts to make sure that even if people don't agree with our policies, that we can still implement our policies.
do you think the conservatives are having a revolution of their own while the left is failing to on any direct action or
I mean, if you
stop
want
this
to call
trend?
just being a fascist authoritarian government a revolution, sure, but I think that'd be the exact opposite word of that.
Uh, I agree with you. It's reactionary, but it's nonetheless a revolution. You see
It's
it
not
throughout the
reactionary.
world.
It's a very intentional.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you see it throughout the rest of the world. You see it in Europe. You start seeing it in India, and I'm curious on why the left is not mobilizing as much as the right is nowadays.
The left is very mobilized. The left doesn't have any power to change anything because everyone voted for the right.
Well, if everyone voted for the right, does that show you that the left is mobilizing? I don't
Yeah.
really see any activity from the left outside of
Well, then open your eyes.
peaceful. Well, please enlighten me.
Open your eyes. What are you talking about? Literally, we have freaking Democratic politicians literally scouring the country, going into Republican districts, creating bills. We had the freaking Texas Democrats literally freaking leave their entire state to stop from gerrymandering. We have freaking 1,000 different examples of the mobilization of the left. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh, okay. I'll concede to that. But what do you think about the hypothetical of
I don't.
all of our states splitting up into two separate
I'm
states
not.
that
I'm not talking about
serve
that.
those
Actually,
beneficiaries?
I'm not even. I don't even think I'm going to continue talking to you because yours isn't even like a support Trump thing. This is some weird. I want white people to go away, and I want to talk in a hypothetical of states separating. I don't want to talk about this. This is
Okay,
ridiculous. I have zero will to have this
I
conversation at
mean,
all.
can you entertain this one question? This not the question I asked before, but do you think that society and people of different cultures can truly integrate with each other without any sort
Yes,
of
absolutely. All right. Well, I'm moving on to the next person. Like I said, I have zero will to engage in this ridiculous hypothetical. This is crazy. I'm voted for Donald Trump because white people made a tribe in Arkansas. The fuck are you talking about, dude? what What are you talking about, bro? It is too early in the day to be even in this freaking mindset, bro. What does that have to do with Trump? Truly. That's my question. What does that have to do with Trump? Hello, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hello?
Hello, how old are you?
I'm 8.
8. That's weird. That is so freaking random. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they're doing that thing in Arkansas. I get that. But that's not a reason to vote for Trump, and voting for and saying, "Oh, the states might separate." That's a reason to vote for Trump. That has nothing to do. It sounds like he just wanted to make a conversation about like just crazy weird hypotheticals in which the world was completely different. Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's no logic to this part of the conversation at all. Anyways, hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I saw I've been looking at your what do you call it?
Awesome. How old are you?
Your I'm sorry?
How old are you?
I am 28.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do. I do. I support Trump. And I was just kind of
I
like
might have
just
to
listening to your
restart all of
conversation.
this. This is not working. I don't like the way my numbers are looking right now. This is looking weird.
No, but I've been listening. I've been listening to you for a couple times now, and I'm like, and sometimes I feel like you do agree and on certain things, and like you could side with people that do support Trump. But one of the reasons why I think a lot of the people were drawn to the Republican Party, more say to like a little bit more sane policies, because a lot of us that were brought up in a very democratic household, you know, still had the image that it was like the Kennedy era.
What
where
sane
like
policy
Democrats,
is Donald Trump pushing?
what same policy is Donald Trump pushing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, let's see what happened during Biden's 4 years, right?
No, hold on,
We had
sir. I don't want to talk about what happened during Biden's 4 years. You said that Trump
no,
is pushing
but it's
sane
very
policy.
relevant.
Well, how about you start
Yeah,
with
of course.
what sane policy it has? Because what policy Donald Trump pushes has nothing to do with Biden. Like,
Well,
literally
it
nothing.
does. It
No,
kind of does.
it really
because,
doesn't.
well, if I may explain. Well, because remember like how Trump in his first term, almost at the end, the whole pandemic happened, right? So a lot of people, and I would say like the nation felt that he didn't have the right approach, and so he didn't get a second term immediately. And so we heard Biden. He sounded more common sense, more direct, more like sane in that moment, where like he knew what he could do to
Bro,
face this
I was here for all
world
of that.
pandemic.
What
Yeah,
policy from
absolutely.
Donald Trump is sane?
But here's the thing. But then Biden was able to instate certain guidelines to help and relieve people from whatever was happening with the pandemic. So he cleaned up after his on what's it called, his mess with the pandemic, right? So comes Biden's 4 years come in, and what does he do? Open borders, right? Unchecked immigration. What else happens? What's it called? War start.
Yeah,
under
awesome.
his
Which
watch.
policy did Joe Biden
Okay.
have that was open borders?
What policies that he
Yes,
that he
you're
wanted
saying
to,
that. Yeah, what policy under the Biden administration was open borders?
Absolutely, yes. So he started naming everyone that everybody could apply for asylum. What kind of
Well,
nonsense
not
is
everyone
that?
can apply for asylum. You can only apply for
Well,
asylum.
he
Sir,
did.
sir,
He
sir, sir,
a
sir,
lot of
sir,
times, he
sir,
pushed that
sir,
he wanted everybody
sir.
to apply for
Be
asylum.
quiet.
And then
Thank you. I was 4 words into a sentence.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, go
awesome.
ahead.
So Donald Trump, or Joe Biden did not say he wanted everyone to apply for asylum. We have asylum laws in this country, okay? And people are
Absolutely.
allowed to apply for asylum. But he didn't want everybody to seek asylum because literally 60% of the people that tried to seek asylum at the southern border were immediately turned
Got
around and
denied.
deported under the
Yeah,
Biden
absolutely.
administration.
Yeah.
So
No, no,
the
no. They
hold up,
didn't. They didn't.
sir,
hold
sir,
on.
no,
Yeah.
no, you
They
hold
didn't.
on.
They didn't. They
No,
didn't
no,
go
I
back.
let you,
They just
sir,
got turned away.
sir.
Okay, they
Okay,
got turned away.
no,
Okay, go
sir,
ahead.
sir. I let you talk about the last 10
Yes,
years of
absolutely.
fucking politics. Okay? You went back to, Obama, and then Trump, and
No, I
then
never said Obama.
COVID,
See, that's where
and
you're
then
lying. See,
Biden, and all sorts
no,
of,
no, I said Biden and Trump.
sir.
How they're relevant.
Shh. How old did you say you were?
28.
All right, cool. I'm going to need you to have at least the self-control of a 16-year-old.
Okay.
Okay? Because I let you talk like forever. And now I'm just
Forever.
trying to talk about what you talked about, and you won't let me get 4 words out. Okay.
All right,
So
for
at
sure.
least the self-control
okay,
of a
go ahead.
16-year-old. Perfect.
Of course.
So 60% of the people at the southern border, okay, that tried to seek asylum were immediately turned away. Okay. So therefore, Biden was not saying, hey, everyone come in and seek asylum. Because if he was saying that, then it would have been 100% of people that sought asylum would have been allowed in the United States. But it not only wasn't, 100%, it wasn't even 50%. Okay, it was less than 40% of the people that sought asylum were allowed into the country. So therefore, Joe Biden did not have an open border policy. What was Joe Biden's open border policy? That is the question I am asking you.
Asylum seeking. That's what he ran it as.
When was the policy for asylum seeking passed in this country?
Well, hold on. I never said it passed. Okay.
Well, no, sir.
I
You
said
said
he stated,
policy.
You
said policy.
Well,
and
more
policy,
like
policy is passed.
Okay, like he doubled down on the fact that he said while campaigning, he said we are the beacon, and then we should it's America. It's a beacon of
Gotcha.
hope.
So you have no policy
immigrants.
from Joe Biden whatsoever. You're just saying some shit he said once.
No. Well, hey, does it not? Is it not significant? And what happened then after?
No, sir. I just need to be very clear, sir.
No, I agree with you. Maybe it wasn't a policy, more like what he stated.
Actually, we did have record immigration numbers under the Trump administration. The only thing that stopped that was COVID.
Oh my God.
Oh, really? Then how come Donald Trump is literally on camera, on television, begging Congress to pass immigration policy because he's saying how bad our immigration is and how many encounters we have and how many people are entering the United States? He's literally on camera, literally saying how bad it was. 10, 12, 15,000 encounters a day.
Right, and how many of those actually got access to stepping in like they did through Biden?
As far as asylum seeking, about the same amount. As far as percentage,
almost like 0 to nothing got through even asylum.
No, that's not true at all, sir.
Was so
that's
much
not true at all. See, what you're thinking of, sir, what you're thinking of is actually after Title 42 was implemented, which was at the end of Trump's term, which the only reason that policy was implemented was because of COVID. Okay. But before COVID hit, Donald Trump's immigration numbers were disgustingly bad, like atrociously bad. Okay. So bad that I'll put it this way. Okay. After the last year of Biden's administration, the average number of border encounters at the southern border was less than the average under Trump's term. You understand that, right?
I mean, it's very laughable how you're like. I mean,
sir, you can laugh all you want.
Sure,
these are public numbers.
No, absolutely. No,
you can laugh all you want. These are literally public numbers.
Listen.
These are numbers that were reported.
I believe you.
Sir,
yes,
I don't care whether you believe.
They were
these are
reported.
Numbers that were reported by the Trump administration during his own term.
The were a lot bigger, a bigger number than the ones that were recorded.
You are correct. We have numbers for that too, though.
Yeah, and what was the numbers?
Under Trump's first term, right, was just about 800 to 900,000. And under Biden's term, it was about 1.6 to 1.7 million.
So just because we have some that were recorded, and we know the bigger number, the one after.
No,
I
no,
mean,
that's the
look,
projected number, sir. So that takes into account the ones that we have
and it's
recorded,
almost,
sir.
yeah, and
That
it's
takes,
estimated
sir.
to be a bigger one,
No,
a
no,
bigger
that
number,
is
actually.
the estimated bigger number, sir. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The number that we actually were able to record is like a quarter of that. That 1.7 million or that 800 to 900,000, depending, is the number that we project higher, okay, because we know we didn't record everyone. That is the higher number.
Okay. And is that in any given moment, was that okay for the rest of the nation?
Sir, okay is subjective.
No, absolutely.
Okay, because okay, something that you say is good or okay.
And so we're making it a big deal, though.
Sir,
We're making it a big deal.
You're
Like,
making
if
it a
that's
big
some
deal,
type
sir.
of
You're making it a big deal.
I'm not.
You're making a big
because
deal.
I think
okay?
you would like the safety of when you go to your house or apartment or wherever it is that you live. You like the safety of your forte.
Absolutely,
you like
I do.
Safety of
The
your
problem with that is undocumented
you wouldn't
immigrants.
want anybody to walk into your front door and try to break in or be like, oh, now I'm looking for a place.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at it in
that's
a
not a
national
false
level,
equivalent. That's a false equivalency, okay? Because first of all, the United States.
How?
Well, I was trying to explain it to you, but
go ahead,
you know,
go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. First of all, the United States is not your house. Okay, there are different laws that have to do with that as far as a private domicile versus immigration laws. Because if that was the case, when we would have no immigration whatsoever in this country, and also you probably wouldn't be here because I'm sure your family at some point immigrated over here. So therefore, you should be kicked out immediately because technically you're in somebody else's house right now.
See,
okay, hold on, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
That is very democratic
to
say, and that's why my family turned away.
Let me know when you're done. Okay, I did mention having the self-control of a 16-year-old. Okay? You're having a rough time with it, okay? Second of all, undocumented immigrants in this country commit violent crime at a rate 30 times less than American citizens do. So what you're saying is that you're 30 times more likely to be killed by somebody inside of the house than you are from letting the people that are being let in.
I don't know. Are you done?
Yeah, see how I'm not talking now? Okay, maybe 16 was too much for you. Okay, we usually learn that in kindergarten.
God, here we go.
We usually learn that in kindergarten to not speak when other people are talking, and then when people are done talking, that's your turn to speak.
But okay, let me tell you something, man. Look, it's not about pointing the finger of who commits the more crime. I just think in general, as Americans, and it's very interesting how you immediately you think you would say or you think you would know that that I happen to have illegal immigration. I'm Native American. That's how ignorant you would probably sound in my community because I'm Native American.
Okay, sir, I don't really care what you are. The part about the violence, sir, the part about
that opens
why
up
would I assume,
a new conversation, though.
Why would you? What was the word?
That is not what do you call it? That is not inviting to a party. That is not. That's why you guys lost.
You are now muted, and no one can hear you. Okay, and I'm about to take off my headphones. No, I'm just tired of listening to you whine. All right. So what I said was that most likely your family immigrated here because obviously most of the people in the United States had family that was that immigrated from here. I didn't say that you and your family immigrated here. I said that most likely if you're in the United States, your family immigrated here, which is true because that's statistics. But I'm not the one who brought up crime, sir, or who was more likely to commit crimes in this country. You did. You said you wouldn't want people in your house, okay, because you wouldn't feel safe, okay? And the only reason that I wouldn't feel safe, okay, is if people in that house were trying to do me harm. Okay, but the problem with that is the people that you're talking about letting into your house are statistically much less likely to harm you than the people that are already in your house. So therefore, your entire idea behind letting people in and it's not safe and all that sort of stuff is completely meaningless. So instead of trying to swap the subject, why don't you actually just respond to what I said?
No, I'm not. I'm not swapping the subject. I was trying to.
No, you
I
weren't.
was just a little stunned at how you would immediately assume that at some point my family
I didn't.
migrated.
I already.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
literally already
said
explained that to you, sir.
No, I know, but you took it back because you knew. You
No,
messed
I
up.
said from the get-go, you child, that most likely your family immigrated here. If I am talking to someone in the US, your family most likely immigrated here. Okay?
No.
Now are you going to address the crime thing that I said?
Well, hold on. First of all, I wasn't talking. I was just
All right, sir.
specifically
Either
talking
address
about
what I'm
crime.
saying or I'm literally just going to move on to the next person. This is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
feel like
that's what
I'm talking to a child. This is literally sad, dude.
Bro, no, you're sad because you really try to. You feel like
All
you're
right.
making a point
5,
while you attack,
4,
and then you
3,
okay, go ahead, hang up, go
2,
ahead. But you don't make sense.
1.
I just wanted to
Are you
let
going to
know.
address the comment or no? Last chance.
I'm trying to address it. But
Then do it now.
You're doing no. What? All right,
Do
I'll
it
let
now.
you go, bro. It was nice talking.
Then
to you.
leave.
It was
Bye.
really
Nobody
nice
wants you
talking
here,
to
bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Jesus Christ, dude. Literally like talking to a child. Anyway, we're about to open up these phone lines, keep this thing going. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that or that follow button wherever you're at. If you guys would like to support the live, I do have super chats open, or even consider becoming a member. A member or a subscriber. We do that also. If you do super chats, whatever, I put them on the screen. We put them up. We have conversations about them. It's really fun. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm hoping I don't have to do a restart, but my numbers are looking really strange today, so I might have to. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, hello. How are you? Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 20.
How old?
20. 20.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, sure, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to form my own opinion about it, but
All right, sir. Well, I very much encourage you to form your own opinion. I think that's a great thing to do, but I am not here to help you form your opinion and have these conversations. I'm here to talk to people that support Trump. So I hope if you're trying to form your opinion, you stick around and listen up and have, a great rest of your day. I appreciate that. But I am not here to form your opinion or help you to gain your opinion. But I do really appreciate that. Hello, how are you?
Oh, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 18.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. What year were you born?
I was born 2000.
No, you had to think about that way too long. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
I'm personally not from the United States, so I wouldn't say that I support him. I could care less. I just had a question
cool.
for you about the tariffs.
No, not interested. All right, guys. If you do not support Trump, I do not want to talk to you. I love y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful day. But I do not want to talk to you. I'm just being honest. All right. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. How old are you?
38.
Awesome. Do you support Trump?
I love Trump
Awesome. Why is that?
because he's the greatest president we've had since probably JFK.
All right. How's he that?
Well, for starters, he's destroying all of the corrupt systems from the uniparty system, not just the left or the right, and that's why you guys just can't handle it.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, y'all, if you guys are on my my portrait live, I am going to do a quick restart on that side real quick, but I will be back in like 30
that's what
seconds.
I thought. When you get real fucking